welcome to Celiac Probs. Today I am going to do a little how-to when it comes to shopping. I know finding gluten-free foods isn't always that easy. We're lucky stores like Jewel, Osco, and Meijer, and Walmart now have the little gluten-free label right on the aisle itself. But there are some items that you're not really too sure about. So I have a few different items that I will show you the quickest and easiest way to find if they're gluten-free or not. So as a rule, if it's gluten-free, the best place to look is at the nutrition's facts box. Like on the back, there's like a little box and it has all the nutritional facts, and at the bottom of that is where you'll find gluten-free in bold. So I have a few examples. There are some things that right off the bat, you know they're going to be labeled gluten-free on the front. So I have a Luna bar here, and this Luna bar right here says gluten-free. So you don't even have to check the back. But other stuff don't. So for example, ranch dressing. These are the little packets. And ranch dressing itself we know is gluten-free. But are these packets, if it's put in powder, does that change the way that it's made? If it's changed, then we have to make sure. So what I do is you find the nutritional facts. So here's it at. And at the bottom right here it says gluten-free. So we're good. But what about hot sauce? Hot sauce is a good condiment that a lot of people like to use. Use it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I have this Frank's here. And their nutrition is on the side here, but there is no gluten-free. So this one is not. So the best place to look if it's not right here is just any part of the label on the back of the bottle, and it isn't anywhere here. So we now know that this is not gluten-free. What about Minute Maid rice? So Minute Maid rice has regular rice, it has rice with flavorings, and it has a whole bunch of other new products that they've started doing. It's not just the Minute white rice anymore. So the nutritionist, when you have celiac disease, will tell you that you have to do different types of foods, not just gluten-free, but you also have to pay attention to how much fiber you're getting. So they say brown rice is better for that. So that, of course, is what I bought. But I didn't know if it was gluten-free when they come in these little packages. We always have to remember that packaging can take a gluten-free item and make it ungluten-free. So I take a look at the nutrition label, and right in the bottom, in all caps, gluten-free. So we're good. And last but not least, I wanted to do one beverage item. So we do know that some beverages have gluten and some do not, like juices and things like that. You're good, you don't have to worry about. Alcoholic beverages, you really have to be careful for. But when it comes to shakes and smoothies, when it comes to pre-made things, you really have to be careful because you really don't know. We know in milkshakes, if you get a malt shake, malt is not gluten-free. But I have a supplemental, you take it instead of a meal drink, and I wanted to see if it was gluten-free or not. So I wanted to look, and I'm on the nutrition, the ingredient side. So the nutrition side is on this side, and if it's not completely full, they bring it to this side. You always see that on every product. So I look here and it says contained milk and soy ingredients, but that doesn't mean it's not gluten-free. So I look to the back and it does say right here, gluten-free. So this is a supplemental drink that you could take instead of a meal or with a meal. It's like meal replacement that also is gluten-free. So we went through a whole bunch of different items that you'll find at the grocery store, from condiments to rice to breakfast bars to drinks, and we went through to find how you do a nutrition label and how you find the gluten-free on that label. So I hope that you learned a little bit today, and I hope that next time you're at the grocery store you're not as confused and you could find it quick and easy. I hope to see you next time. Bye!